There are over 240 separate scriptural references to the flat earth in the Bible. Today I am going to go over one of them. Let's go to Psalm chapter 19. Psalm chapter 19 and verse 1 says, "The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork." The heavens declare the glory or esteem of the Most High, meaning that the heavens show how awesome and amazing he is. Then it says, "The firmament shows his handiwork," meaning that the firmament is something that is displaying his craftsmanship. Now, the Most High did create all things, but there seems to be something physical here according to the context. When you look up the word firmament in the Hebrew, you get the word rakia. Strong's Concordance number H7549, which means expanse or firmament. That is interesting because a firmament is a dome, but let's look at the evidence. Usage. The term rakia refers to the expanse or firmament that God created to separate the waters above from the waters below. It is often understood as the sky or the heavens, serving as a dome-like structure that encompasses the earth. In the biblical creation narrative, it is described as a significant part of the ordered cosmos, demonstrating God's sovereignty and creative power. Cultural and historical background. In the ancient Near Eastern context, the concept of a firmament was common, often depicted as a solid dome or vault that held back cosmic waters. The biblical account in Genesis presents the rakia as part of God's intentional design, contrasting with other ancient myths by emphasizing a monotheistic creation by a sovereign God. The firmament was seen as a boundary between the divine and earthly realms, highlighting the order and structure of creation. Corresponding Greek Hebrew entries. Strong's Concordance number G4733, stereoma, which is often translated as firmament or expanse in the Septuagint, which is the Greek translation of the Old Testament. So, the Greek translation also shares the same understanding as the Hebrew. Now, getting back to the text, this physical dome created by the Most High is displaying his craftsmanship. Wow, all of that, and we have only covered verse 1. Verses 2 and 3 state, "Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard." This is poetry describing the function of the sun and moon. We can confirm this in Genesis chapter 1, verses 16 through 19. "And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also, and God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day." So, the Most High assigned the sun and moon to function in such a way that they control the day and night, or the morning and evening. Where Psalm quotes, "There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard." This is an indication of their light and function. Can you think of anywhere in the world that at some point isn't illuminated by the light of the sun during the day, or the moonlight during the night? They encompass the entire world, but remember, if the firmament is a dome, then they are doing so over a flat, non-rotating plane. Verse 4, "Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun." It says their line goes through the whole earth. What is a line? It is a path. It can also be a direction to travel, as we also see here. So the sun and moon travel along a path under a dome structure. Then it says that there is a tabernacle for the sun. A tabernacle is a physical covered structure. The tabernacle during the time of Moses was a large tent-like structure where the offerings would be carried out by the priests. So the sun is under a tabernacle. This is further proof of the firmament dome. Verse 5, "Which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race. So now the Son is being personified as a husband coming out of the marital bedroom who has just consummated the marital covenant with his wife. You get the picture. Again, he comes out of a physical structure. The Bible isn't trying to trick you. It's not a coincidence that these things are being described in such a descriptive way. So back to the husband. He is compared to a man about to run a race. The race reference will make sense shortly, so remember that because it is very important. Verse 6, his going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuit unto the ends of it, and there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. It says his going forth, so it's describing his line or path. Don't believe me, keep reading, because it describes his going forth, having a starting point from the end of heaven. How can heaven have an end on a sphere? It sure can, on a flat non-rotational plane though. And finally, and here's the part where the race comes into play, it says that his circuit is to the ends of it. Understand, in a race where there is a circuit, there is no point A to point B, it continues in a circular pattern. Let's use NASCAR as an example. A NASCAR race is a big circuit where the cars drive round and round until they finish a certain number of laps. The Bible says that it's like he runs a race, specifically a circuit that starts at the ends of heaven and ends back there. This is not possible on a ball because if you remember your basic geometry class, a circle is not a sphere. You draw a circle on a sheet of paper using a line which creates a circuit. You see what I did there? So, let's recap. Psalm 19 verses 1 through 6 details how the Most High's creation operates and describes them using language we can easily understand. 1. The Most High's creation is a testament to how amazing he is. 2. There's a firmament dome structure he created to be a barrier. Both the Hebrew and Greek agree. 3. This dome covers the sun, which in itself debunks the globe model because this makes the sun local. 4. Under the dome, the sun and moon travel across the whole earth. 5. Their course is described as a husband running a race, a circuit to be exact. 6. All of these things are not possible on a globe or an oblate spheroid as NASA likes to describe it. I can go much deeper than this, but you get the point. The Bible is a flat earth book. Look into it, do your own research. Question everything you were ever told about this world. Only then will you be able to break free from the shackles of this world and truly begin to understand the majesty of its creator. Shalom!